Hey, this is Late Night Bonnet Talk with Believer. And since you up and I'm up, tonight we're going to talk about grace, courage, and the healing power of ancestral veneration as we deepen our connection with God. Let's get into it. So, as a chosen one, and just as much as you're a chosen one, I want you to know, with the wisdom, the knowledge, the past experiences that our ancestors have been through, and the gifts that they have blessed us with just as much to carry through and honor them throughout, has allowed us to realize what we need to break, what chains we need to break within our bloodline. But it also shows how much that we have to honor them for what it is they've done that has led us to being here today for them just as much. And how that connects with God is it allows God to show us what needs to stop. It has literally brought us closer to God in ways unimaginably. The fact that we are our ancestors' answered prayers is a blessing alone. And it allows God to use us into becoming closer to Him, into becoming the generational creator of our wealth and our health, and to quite literally do all the work that would literally have some of our family disown us, have us questioning if this is really our path, our truth, have us questioning are we alone? Do we even have anybody who's really here to support us, who's really here to guide us? When we have a whole team by our side, we have God, we have the universe, we have our ancestors, spirit guides, and angels to help us with every step of the way. And we have to honor and respect them just as much. All glory be to God at the end of the day. Because for Him to really put us on this earth in this lifetime to do what it is that we need to do in His will, way, and desire, allows our ancestors to come through and show Him what's up, breaking the old chains that has been going on for generations. And it's not an easy thing to do, but the fact that we're actually here in this lifetime to create something big for our kids' kids to see and experience a newer version is something real. And that's something that I personally always have to remind myself to take the time on, because this healing journey is nothing easy, but it's worth it at the end of the day. And for that, I am grateful. And I pray you are just as much. To know that we were never alone to begin with, before we even really started opening up to God, praying about what it is that we wanted to change about ourselves, and being so observant within our own families to seeing this ain't it. Being in a toxic situation, a toxic environment, a toxic family, whether it would be dealing with the addictions, the habits, the cycles, just anything that has been so damaging to our bloodline alone, stops with us. It stops with us. And to knowing that what's crazy is even with some of our ancestors, and it's just as simple as our grandma or grandpa, it allows us to teach them just as much. And I feel that out of many things that I've learned within my own ancestral lineage, it has allowed us to teach them new things, to help them get closer to God in ways that we're learning to get closer to God. And honestly, I love that, Because it's like, not only are you doing the work and showing them that it's possible to end this habit and choose something healthier, to speaking life instead of death. It is so real because you can feel it. You can feel it. And to seeing how it would look on the outside of your life, it's not going to look the same in the point of view of your family and especially the world. But seeing it through the lens that the Lord has blessed you with, that the Lord has cleansed you with, is more real than ever. And I just want you to know you're never alone on this. You never have been and you never will be. You're on the verge of something big. I'm on the verge of something big. Especially in this generation. Oh, bitch, what? Has allowed us to realize what we need to break, like what chains we need to break within our bloodline. But it also shows how much that we have to honor them for what it is they've done that has led us to being here today for them just as much. And how that connects with God is like, it allows God to show us what needs to stop. It has literally brought us closer to God in ways unimaginably. The fact that we are our ancestors' answered prayers is a blessing alone. It's a blessing alone, and it allows God to use us into becoming closer to Him, into becoming the generational creator of our wealth and our health. And like one of two of the many things that I'm loving, that I'm doing right now within my own lineage and how I'm healing it, is through rebuilding and reconstructing ways, healthy ways of emotional balance and mental balance and stability. Because personally, especially being Haitian, it's a blessing, but it's like when you're told for so long, it's like you're being supported, but as soon as you have your own vision on things and you feel like you are bound to do something better and not go the systematic way of go to school, graduate, go to college, be a lawyer, be a doctor, be a nurse, and then do many years of it to still be unhappy and not do one lick of what it is you truly wanted to do. And doing it to only make your parent happy just drains you and keeps you stagnant and keeps you locked up within your own mind and questioning yourself like, is this what I really want to do? Like, am I doing this for me or am I doing this for my family? It's one thing to do something for your family, but when it's out of force and you know and you feel in your heart and your spirit that you're meant to do something bigger, something different, something out of the ordinary, it takes a really big risk to stand on your 2 feet and to be like, no. Especially to a Haitian parent. What? Oh, bitch. What? Yo. Especially to a Haitian parent. Not only would that be thrown back into your face of not wanting to do something that they told you to do or they would expect of you, it takes a lot of courage to not listen. Because it's a matter of mutual respect, to be honest. Like, you can say you're here to support your kid and you stick by them by whatever it is they feel right in doing when it's not what it is they really want to do for what you thought they should be doing. And then the minute they want to do something different is a problem. And that is quite literally what I had experienced, in a sense where it's like, I went to college, right? I went there for 2 years. I went in there thinking that I was gonna be a lawyer, because that's what I really wanted to do at the time. And actually having to experience and going through the classes the first semester, I was like, this really ain't for me. And when I tell you, within that whole year, I really was pressing myself, to be honest. I was kind of forcing it, and I was doing it out of force, in a sense where it's like, I'm just doing it to make her happy. This is not even enjoyable for me anymore. And then when I really started, like, first of all, me being an artist, right? I'm already making it big with my art. And I want to continue doing something with that. Yeah, my parents supports me of it, but it's like, you can tell when they're disappointed at the same time, and that shit hurts. Because it's like, when you feel so passionate about something else, you want to go for it regardless. But then, of course, you're going to have that other side, whether it be your own thoughts or your family be like, are you sure that's for you? Are you sure you can even make money off that? Do you even, like, are you sure you can even, I don't think you're going to be successful. And that shit stops. That shit stops with me. Because I couldn't tolerate it any longer. Let me tell you something. Was she highly upset when I told her that I did not want to go to college anymore? Hell yeah. When I tell you, I heard her mouth. Bro, I had to go for a walk. It was that bad. I had to go for a walk, bro. Like, I couldn't take it. But at the same time, she had to learn how to deal with it. My parent had to learn how to deal with it, because I was not going to sit up here, waste like 4, 5, 10 plus years of college just to not be happy. Like, that's one thing on an emotional level and in a mental level. And it's just like, especially when it comes down to depression, like, having the courage to tell your Haitian parent that you have depression, it's like, that's not even a thought. Like, fuck you mean depression? Excuse my language, but like, what do you mean depression? Depression don't exist. But it does. When I tell you, I have went years in silence, acting like everything was all cool, and just putting on a facade like ain't nothing bothering me, but I was still showing subtle signs. I felt so ignored. And I started doing things that I had no business in doing. But I thank God today that I stopped doing it and chose a better route. I decided to fast more. I decided to pray more. I decided to actually want to do the inner healing work within myself and getting to the root of the problem of why I'm doing that in the first place. And when I tell you, when you actually let God teach you what you need to be taught in the lesson of what you try to ignore, to really show you that He cares, to really show you that He needs you to focus and do something big. He doesn't want you focusing on the backlash you get from your family. He doesn't want you to be stuck in a cycle of your own thoughts, or even the lessons that you're meant to grow out of at the time that He has set it to end. Like, that shit is so real, because being able to not only recognize myself and experience the versions of me that I needed to go through to be the glorious lady that I am today, I don't regret any of it. And when I tell you it's worth it, I want you to know that you can keep going. You can keep going. There's a whole lot more that you gotta learn, unlearn, grow out of, like, everything. Keep going. When you decide to continue to take care of yourself, nurture yourself, heal yourself, you're doing that through God. You're doing that through your ancestors. You got a whole team supporting you, watching over you, protecting you, guiding you. And watch how everything unfolds. It's nothing pretty, I'll tell you that much. Because you got to go through the dark to get to the light regardless. But it's worth it at the end of the day. Because when I tell you, after deciding to not finish college and trying to figure out what it is I'm going to do, baby, I got talent. And so do you. Use it. God didn't gift you that for no reason. You got wisdom. You got discernment, discipline, gifts that you are meant to use by the grace of God. Don't ignore it. You have it for a reason. And obviously, do what is required. I'm not telling you to not go to college. It ain't for everybody. But do what you feel is required for what it is you want to accomplish and who it is you want to become. And I promise you, everything else is going to follow. And what is not meant to stick around is surely going to fall off. And newer things are bound to grow and come your way. Better things. Especially within your lineage. And actually developing a healthy mindset to remind yourself of why you're doing it. And even when you get the backlash from it, it's okay. Not everybody is meant to understand you. And I had to get used to that. Is it easy? No. But it's worth it. It's worth not going back to the old mindset. It's worth not wanting to stick around certain family members just to hear them talk shit all day. Thinking that, like, it sounds like your voice isn't being heard, but it is. Thinking that no one can relate, but you have so many people in this world that actually can relate. You're going to meet new people that you're bound to meet that's going to help you on your journey alone. But it's the fact that you have so much faith in yourself, so much faith in knowing that you are able to break those chains and break those habits. You making that first move, so many other people are going to start meeting you. They're going to be a part of your tribe. And that alone is a blessing. The wisdom that you carry is going to bless somebody else. And the wisdom that they carry is going to bless you just as much. It's going to help you on your healing journey. And so many others. So many others. And being able to overcome that, like, with the backlash from family, it's like, especially when dealing with so much trauma, healing from that, like, being able to create ways that bring you peace in that and releasing that, whether it be through spiritual practices of your own, praying, fasting, journaling, like just expressing yourself and being able to release what isn't and what you know is no longer meant to be there within your lineage. Continue doing it. I don't know what you're doing, but continue doing it, because trust me, it's working. It's working. And the fact that, like, you're able to recognize the fake from the real from the fake, you know what I'm saying, the good and bad, you know to not let it won't affect you. It won't affect you. No matter how hard it tries to come back, it won't affect you. And you're that strong. You're that powerful to recognize that. to have those healthy boundaries set between you and your family and whomever else, to not let those patterns be continued. And obviously, even if they don't support, who cares? Who cares? You're actually choosing a healthy route that is unfamiliar to them, that might even feel toxic to them, but it's pure health. It's pure health, and it's worth it. Especially if you want kids. Your kids gonna have the best version of you. Your husband or wife is gonna have the best version of you. And it's because you chose to do that work as a chosen one. Their kids, and all of whom they're meant to meet by the grace of God is gonna see that. They're gonna get to experience that. That's exciting. Like, you've been winning the entire time. From the very moment you decided to start doing that work, honoring your ancestors, honoring your gifts, and honoring God wholeheartedly, and knowing you are divinely guided and protected with the spirit angels, the spirit guides and angels that you have been assigned to. They got you, baby. God got you. He always has, and he always will. The way that you love you is the way that he loves you. So please don't stop. But take your time. Be patient with yourself and give yourself grace. Please, that's important. Don't overlook the small things as you continue to see the big. And as you continue to build those healthy habits for yourself, whether it be going through therapy, being in solitude, and just being able to figure it out and just be one with God during meditation and journaling, or praying as well, don't be afraid to ask him to show you what it is that needs to be removed out of your family, through your lineage, whatever it is you're tired of seeing. Don't be afraid to ask and pray on that dangerous prayer, because you'd be surprised that God be waiting for you to say those words, for you to begin that work. And the minute you speak it, baby, ask for that peace, that grace, that wisdom, the discipline, the clarity that follows with the work that is bound to be done. And know that you already won. And it's the fact that your obedience and your connection with God is so strong. It is so strong and so deeply rooted that you don't need anyone's approval. Don't try and do what you're doing now to prove anybody wrong. Because at the end of the day, yes, you're chosen, but you also made the choice, knowing that you have free will, to obey God and do the work, to lean on your ancestors for help and guidance and protection, and to being able to honor them in the way that you see fit, in the way that you're meant to, and allowing them to show you like what it is within your lineage that needs to be cleaned up, baby. You are doing that. I'm not gonna cry, because that shit is so real. You're doing that. And I know there's a lot of people out there that has been through it, even as of right now. But listen, baby, you are doing that work. You as a chosen one, God bless you. Honestly, I'm proud of you. So continue to be proud of yourself and know that God is always proud of you. No matter what baby steps you are taking, baby, that's going to lead to even bigger steps. This ain't a race. It's a marathon. But it's true, though. There ain't no rush to nothing. You know what I'm saying? Take the time to acknowledge it, to appreciate it, to being like, I did that. But I never did it alone. God loves you more than you know. Your ancestors, spirit guides, and angels love you more than you know. No weapon formed against you shall prosper in any way, shape, or form. I promise you that. Honestly. But you know, I don't want you falling asleep on me. So either way, I pray you have a great night. You know what I'm saying? Give yourself grace. Love yourself. And love who you're becoming. But know God loves you so much more. Bye.